Thanks for tuning in to my 10 minutes or less eye makeup, and you guys chose my soft glam look that I posted on Instagram. Your comments were so sweet and I really appreciate your feedback on that look, and I'm so glad you guys love it so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and recreate it for you in this video. I already completed my left eye. So in the picture, you really can't see an up close detailed photo, but this is what it looks like up close. It's actually a very pretty eye. I do this eye makeup when I want to do something quick and that makes me feel pretty, and also I use it a lot on my date nights. So let's get started. So as far as shadows go, I already had my shadow base on, as you guys saw in my skin prep video. So that's gonna keep my eyeshadows on for a long wear, maybe all day, past all day. And then here I have a small M palette. So we carry these little small compacts in our shop. They're available to purchase and you can customize your own palette. For me, I keep all of my favorite nudes in there. So I'm gonna grab a blending brush that I have, and I'm gonna grab the color Inspire. And I'm just kind of swirling it in, just like this. And it inspires pretty much a peach tone version of my skin, so it almost just looks like my skin color. I'm gonna start at my lid. I'm gonna work close to my lash line and then blend it up. The reason why I'm starting with a blending brush is that when you apply makeup with a blending brush, it comes out softer. So what we're doing is we're creating a frame to work in. A lot of the times when I do classes, this is like the one spot that everyone's afraid of doing. If you notice, I went all the way up to my eyebrow and I went all the way into my nose. This isn't something you should do with every eyeshadow color, just this type of eyeshadow color, because it's a really soft skin tone color, as you see. So it's gonna make my eyes look really big. It's going to frame it, and everything we put inside is gonna look really pretty. So I'm gonna grab my flat brush. As you see, there's already some product on it. I'm gonna lay it flat into the color called Shag. This is one of my most favorite colors ever. I'm gonna use the shape of the brush to my advantage. You guys see how my eyeball creates kind of like a crescent? So I'm just gonna swipe and tap in that color. And I'm gonna grab a little bit more. And so the idea is to get that color on your lid. I'm not going high. I'm using the shape of the brush and using it to create a really pretty shape. You can do this with any color, but you see it gives the lid a little bit more of a pop. So now that I have my lid started, I'm gonna grab what's left of my gel pencil in Sienna. I'm gonna go in tight line, so I'm gonna look down and go underneath my lashes. If this is hard for you, you can also do this. So you want your lash line to get as dark as possible, and then I'm gonna go on my lash line. And now what I do when I get towards the end is I go a little thicker and a little higher. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this smudge brush. I'm gonna go along my lash line to soften the liner that we applied, but now I also wanna make this come up a little bit more. I like to create a wing or like a cat eye shape with my shadows. I don't know if you guys noticed that about me. I always like to do that with a shadow. So I'm creating a little bit more of a lift with my shadow as opposed to doing it with a pencil. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab this really beautiful color. It's called Broadway. And I'm just gonna apply it where I applied the liner. And you see it picks up the liner. Well, I should say the liner picks up the shadow, and it looks so pretty. It's like an instant pop of like this bronzy cat eye. Okay, so now that my shadow is complete, believe it or not, I'm gonna go grab a gel liner pencil in Noir, which is like our black, and I'm gonna go underneath my lashes now. Okay, and I'm gonna go a very tiny bit in the lash line. I don't wanna create a liner. What I'm doing is making my lashes look darker. I'm noticing that this lid is a little darker. I forgot that I did grab a little bit of this color called dark brown, so I'm just gonna do a tiny dab, and then I'm just gonna lightly soften, just to make that crease a little darker. So you guys can choose like a skin tone brown or a brown that's a little darker than your skin tone. I'm a little tan right now, so I sometimes have to go a little darker than I normally would. So before I put on my mascara, I'm gonna do my bottom lash line. So to create the bottom lash line, you see how far I'm pulling away my lashes, and I'm going on my waterline all the way in. This look calls for me to go all the way in to my last lash and go all the way out to my last lash. Some looks you don't want to go all the way in, and some looks you do. So this is one of those looks, you guys. You want to make sure to get that really nice almond shape. I'm going to grab my blending brush and I'm just going to lightly smudge everything. And you know, you can stop smudging when you feel like it's soft enough. I like my liner to look really, really soft. I'm going to deepen the lash line by going in with Noir now. And just deepen that lash, making it look a little darker. And I'm gonna make sure that the top is darker too. Okay, I see a little mistake here, so I'm just gonna grab a Q-tip, a clean Q-tip, and I'm just gonna fix this back here, because I'm noticing that my bottom liner is kind of messing with my top one. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna put on mascara. Mascara I'm using is our XXL Muah Mascara. I've been growing back my lashes, you guys, for what seems like forever, because I did lash extensions back in like March to test it out, and my lashes have been destroyed ever since. And I forgot, I didn't do an inner highlight. You see how bright this is? So this is our shadow called Freeze. I'm just gonna tap it in the inner corner. So you don't have to swipe or like do any fancy footwork. You just have to tap and build it up until it's as bright as you want. And then I did go under my brow bone and just lightly applied a little bit of shimmer there. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyelashes, because what's eye makeup without lashes? So I'm gonna grab our mink lash. Let me see if I can get a nice clean shot for you guys, because this lash is so pretty. Let me go ahead and turn the camera around for you. Isn't this lash so pretty? It's a lacy lash. The difference between a mink lash and a synthetic lash is mink lash is real hair. The lash quality is a bit better, so it lasts a lot longer. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my glue. So I apply my glue directly to my lash. Let me see if I can get this on camera. You know what, I'm gonna apply it and then I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see how much glue I actually put on. So here you guys can see how much glue I have. So it's not like a lot where it's dripping off, but it's also not too little. If you do too little, it's not going to stick. So now that you see how much glue I actually put on there, this is like a Muah secret. We keep little fans here to help us dry our lashes. So this is gonna help the glue get tacky. If your glue isn't tacky, the lash is not going to stick right away. It's gonna slip and slide all over, and then you're gonna wonder why your lashes are always a mess. So you wanna keep this lash in front of the fan to get a bit tacky before putting it on your lid. Now for me, I pull my lid tight. I go directly to the center of my eye with my tweezer. You see I let go. And then I very lightly tuck the band into my lash. See how easy that is? Now it's time to dry. Okay guys, that is how you create my 10 minutes or less soft nude eye look. I hope that it was easy to follow along, and I hope you guys send me pictures of your recreations of this look. If you would like any of the products used in this video, as usual, you know where you can find them on shop.muahmakeup.com. Stay tuned for my next video on how to create face makeup in my soft nude look, 10 minutes or less.